Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and time for a fact that makes your brain go. After last weekend in Chicago, so we're here sitting at Wednesday, July 16th, but after last weekend till now, something is up 513% in Chicago. 513%. It's up more than normal from last weekend. Kenzie, what do you think that could be?
Traffic.
Traffic. Just in general, I'm trying to think of last weekend what was going on. NASCAR race is already over, but of course the cleanup happening.
Windy City Smokeout, I honestly forgot too. Windy City Smokeout was last weekend.
That is, and load-in for Lala started today, so it couldn't be related to Lala yet in traffic-wise.
So it could be people rushing out of the house to avoid the Lala traffic.
Well, it's not here yet, though. They're leaving the state to avoid Lala traffic? Could be.
I just think traffic in general, just every day, I'm like, well, pretty sure this is worse. Like, I mean, it just always feels like an impossible amount of people.
It is worse since pre-pandemic, and people go, why is that? Because everybody went away, and then they all came back. And I think more people got side hustles with cars, like delivering packages, delivering food. I mean, you go in Costco now, people have those, not the cart, but the huge, like, flatbed cart, and they're running down the aisles looking at their phone. It's almost like distracted shopping. If you know, I almost got my ankles taken out by one of those guys. I guess they have to go fast because they're trying to deliver several a day to make more money, obviously. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That makes sense.
But then that person has to get in the car they normally wouldn't have gotten in and drive it somewhere else. And then, of course, there's our rideshare people. There's Amazon delivery, like my Renaissance Fair costume getting delivered today. Not yet. The dot is still open. But when that dot's closed
Well,
off.
that's why traffic's up. Your big-ass costume.
You think just my Renaissance Fair costume is causing a snarl on the 290? It could be.
Trucks that spread out between.
Yeah. Your costume's in an 18-wheeler right now, and it's just your costume.
I am 6'4" and a quarter. I need a lot for that.
A lot of fabric.
Yeah, I could see that. It just seems like everything is, the roads are busier no matter what for those reasons. Besides everybody else that came back and just did their normal routine.
Hey, there's so much traffic, it makes you go, well, did anybody pass away in COVID? Or like they said, like they added, like, I thought I was going to come back, and I know it affected people, I'm not saying that, but I thought I was going to come back and it was going to be like desolate. The way like you'd heard about it, you know what I mean? Like it was going to be tumbleweeds. You drove to Chicago. Like, oh my God, I'm one of the only survivors. And I'm like, a lot of people survived. You're sitting there like Dwight from The Office, like we need another plague when you're in traffic.
When I would drive, getting like to Costco again, when I would drive from downtown, it takes about, I don't know, from where I live, let's say 25 minutes, but during COVID, I got there in 3 minutes. I floored it. The Kennedy was wide open. It was like The Walking Dead's opening scene. Okay, so Kenzie says traffic. What do you think it was since last weekend? Up 513% in Chicago.
Self-tanning lotion.
Why would you say that?
Because we're in the thick of summer, and some of us, maybe not me, but some of us have noticed that maybe we're not as tan as we'd like to be. And we need to activate a cheat code, if you will, whether that be a spray tan or a tanning bed or tanning lotion. We've got to get darker somehow.
Are you saying?
I don't like to be. Wait.
Collect yourself and then ask the question.
I don't want to immediately come out just negative towards you, but that's such a bad guess. Because it's like, this is when we're tan.
But some people don't tan as easy, and they need a little bit of help. It's like training wheels.
I would say the second summer is over. That's a good guess. Like, self-tanners up. Why would you pick July is when it's like hell outside? Why would you pick that?
Yeah, but can we call, like, let's say June, July, August. Let's say that's summer. So we're right in the middle of halfway point. If you haven't,
let's say summer. Let's say June, July, August is summer. Oh, don't get crazy.
Well, there's actual astronomical dates that say when summer starts and ends. It's not actually almost the end of June. Okay, so it's not really June 1st that summer starts officially.
Okay.
So let's say it's June, July, August.
Let's say December's winter. Okay, let's just say.
No, I'm not saying December's winter. December's not winter. December's fall now.
Well, climate change. It's basically fall.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, so we're in summer. Go ahead.
You're halfway through summer. If you haven't, like me, I'm pretty pasty right now. I didn't lay out. Case is pasty. So we missed our window to get a tan this summer.
This is why people are buying self-tanner, because they're worried they're going to miss their window. Because it might be mid-July and you might be a little pasty and maybe you noticed. And you're trying to do everything you can to get a tan second half.
Yeah, because it's too late now.
It's not too late.
You can't lay out today and get a tan.
It's
is what you're
not
saying.
too late. That's
It's
why
over.
people are buying tanner.
We're in the middle of winter right now. It's too late. It's too late. Winter jumped in. All right. So after panic, we'll give you the answer. Chicago, 513%. This is up in Chicago since the weekend. We'll let you know what it is. The fact that makes your brain go. With Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And up 513% since the weekend in Chicago. This has happened. And Kenzie guessed traffic. Just in general, it's probably a good guess because traffic keeps to seem increasing, especially in the summertime in Chicago. Case guessed spray tans.
Spray tans, tanning beds, self-tanning lotion. People are doing whatever they can to get tan. We're halfway through summer. Some of us are still a little pasty.
Shane guessed gravy sales. I'm not sure if we're getting ready for Thanksgiving already.
Gravy sales.
I mean, gravy's a good idea. I mean, it's underrated. I didn't think anything that would spur people to go buy gravy in the middle of summer on a 90-degree day. Those are all wrong. What the answer is the increase, 513% of searching for adopting a dog.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Now, why?
Usually your facts make me want to die. This
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, I threw a good one in here on this one.
Right.
A feel-good one. Now, why would you say that in the middle of summer here? Why would someone want to adopt a dog now? It's all because the new Superman movie. It's a 513% increase in Google searches for adopt a dog near me because there's a cute dog in the movie, Crypto, Superman's foster dog. And the dog is called Crypto with a K, but it's cryptocurrency.
Oh,
Crypto.
you were clarifying that it wasn't named after a cryptocurrency?
Not Bitcoin, but Kryptonite, which is his enemy, actually. But for some reason, he named the dog Crypto. I didn't see it. I really wanted to see that damn movie, but I didn't see it last weekend. All the tickets were sold out. The dog is a rescue dog, and it's adopt a Schnauzer. I guess the dog's a mutt in the movie, but it resembles a Schnauzer.
Okay.
However, this might disappoint everybody.
What?
The dog was created with CGI, so it's not a real dog in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Now, again, I didn't see it yet, so I don't know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see how it plays out in the movie. I wish I did.
Wait, why is that a problem?
Because it's a CGI dog.
Hire a dog.
They couldn't adopt a dog for the movie?
The two rules they have in Hollywood are don't work with babies or animals.
That's true, but
They work with both. That's not true.
the director had a rescue dog named Ozu. O-Z-O, or O-Z-U, and that's who he based the CGI dog in the movie after. So he made a dog like his dog, but I guess his
Nepo dog.
Yeah. I guess his dog couldn't act either.
Guys, hire a stray.
But that's a good thing, though, that 530% increased in adopting dogs because of the Superman movie. So I know everybody out there, you're kind of shunned, I think, if you get a dog that's not adopted. If you get a prefab.
Yeah, no, they're mad at you if you use breeders.
Yeah,
I saw a girl get really lit up on Twitter once, and I'm like, wow, that was terrifying.
Yeah, a handcrafted dog is nice because you get a Labradoodle.
I will say, it's kind of chicken and eggy though, where the dog's already been breeded.
Bred, if you will.
Yeah, now it needs a home.
That dog
So
be
like
breeded.
now it's gonna end up in if nobody bought it, that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't just
Go adopt it, especially somebody could kill you if you buy from a breeder. Just go adopt.
Yeah. That's what they want you to do out there. That's why there's a big increase in adopting a dog.
847 checked in. They said in the Superman movie, the dog flies.
Oh, wow.
And so you want to use a real dog for that and harm an animal?
You can't, put a jetpack on him or something.
Put a jetpack on the dog. It'll be fine.
I mean, they're all working on these cars that are
Is
going
he
to fly.
flying the whole time?
He's probably flying most of the movie. Superman
Is it a
seems.
super dog?
I think so, because I don't know much about Superman. I haven't seen the movie, but I feel like that guy's up in the air a lot. The dog, you can't have the dog walking and Superman flying.
Is the dog also have the powers?
Well, if he can fly, that's pretty good Superman powers.
Or is Superman just carrying him a lot? Like Paris Hilton?
Wait, you think he's carrying the dog and he's flying in the air? Because none of us saw the movie. It's very sad that we didn't see the movie.
Just off first words, that sounds stupid.
Well, I want to see that
This
dog.
dog's just flying around like a super with a cape.
You wouldn't want to see that dog fly in the movie?
That sounds dumb.
I don't know.
Like,
It makes me want to go see the movie.
Yeah.
Imagine how bad it would be if dogs could fly. Imagine the shenanigans when they smell something. I mean, that just sounds like a disaster.
Sounds like a lot of good tomfoolery to me.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Texting your takeaway, 312-591-8300. Something that was memorable on today's show for you. Text those in right now. Something that stayed in your brain. Maybe you shared the show with someone today on something you heard today and you shared that. Say, hey, the podcast is available. You can catch up on anything you heard today later on, anytime you want. It's perfect. The Brian and Kenzie podcast, anywhere you get your podcast. So text in the takeaway right now. Some breaking news here. So Lou Malnati's and Portillo's are teaming up to launch a uniquely Chicago creation, the Chicago Dog Deep Dish Pizza, which is in the room.
Woo!
It fills the room. It's hot dog diggity smell in here. It is so good.
Hot dog diggity.
So good. And they're debuting this on National Hot Dog Day. Today, the limited time pizza combines Lou's buttery deep dish crust with Portillo's classic hot dog ingredients, including mustard, relish, pickles, and sport peppers. So the deep dish has that on it. It's so good. And it's available starting today at Lou Malnati's full-service restaurants in Chicagoland, only in a small size for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. The two brands say the collab celebrates Chicago's iconic food culture with a bold new twist. I've never seen this before.
I would agree.
I've never seen it before. It is delicious. And the small size is perfect anyway because it's just so portable. I can eat it in my car, which is what I want to do.
Portable. I don't know if that's why they made it, but portable for you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've eaten a Lou's full large size with it at the passenger seat, so much so that it weighs so much that it pushes down. I don't need the seatbelt indicator. I think someone's sitting there. But it's unbelievable. Thank you, Lou's. Thank you, Portillo's, for this great creation. And it's available today. Now, this started from a conversation we had yesterday. Case went to the grand opening and the premiere of this pizza at Lou Malnati's in the Gold Coast.
The premiere.
The premiere
Yeah.
of the pizza. So they rolled out the red carpet.
Velvet rope, all the stars were there. Case was there on Monday night at the Lou's in Gold Coast, right?
So, myself and some of the finest influencers in Chicago.
This is one of the great gets from this show, this audio we're about to play. He went with a coworker. Her name is Christian. She's amazing. She's a fantastic employee. And Case invited her by sending a voice text to her.
Because I was nervous. I've never hung out with Christian outside of the office. Internally, a little Q101 scuttlebutt is after Twisted Christmas this past year, Christian's approval rating shot through the roof. Everybody was coming away from those events going, you know who's fun? You know who's awesome, who should be at more stuff is Christian. And I've kept that in my back pocket. I have gone through some changes in my life lately, and I've realized that I needed more friends. I needed people to invite to places, things, and events. But to me, I had to send a voice text because I had to explain all of the intricacies of the event, and I was nervous to do that with the written word. I felt like if I spoke about it, she would see that it's okay to hang out with me.
Ken, do you remember how he billed this voice to text to us yesterday when he said he made it clear he was just a friend?
No, what Case said is that he really was like, we're just friends. Like, I'm not interested. We're only friends. Wait, don't you interrupt me.
How dare
Okay.
you?
Bite, look at him, like a dog.
He just took a bite of that pizza for a second. Just like, okay, I won't talk. I'll eat pizza.
No,
Fine.
and what I said is that would really hurt my feelings if someone for 45 minutes rambled on about how uninterested they were. Trust me, I will never try to sleep with you. I am not making a move on you. Couldn't be less interested. I'm like, you need to like ease off a little. Like you could just be like, hey, as friends. Like you don't have to say that.
And that's how he billed it to us, what the voicemail was. The voice text, I should say. Not a voicemail, a voice text, which I hate.
But I just feel like there is a certain level of intimacy to Illuminati's restaurant. They do such a great job there. The restaurants are clean. The restaurants are fun. This was a private event. This would be one of those types of things. If I were interested, I would use this as a flex. Hey, Lou's invited me and some influencers in the city to come to an event, to go to the premiere of this pizza before anybody else can get it. If I was interested, I would bill it that way. But I was billing it as let's be friends and let's go get dinner. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You just didn't have to hit it so hard. Based on what you described to us, you were just like, just so you know, you're hideous.
I did not say that.
It's like, just lay off of her,
You know
man.
what? We'll find out what the actual words were because I saw Christian in the hallway. She saved the voice text. She just emailed it to me. And I know this is a consent state. There's no consent here. Ask the manager if you have a problem down the road. Because I'm going to play it right now, and we'll see.
That's Brian's motto.
Yeah, that's a takeaway. There's no consent here.
Don't make that a takeaway. Don't text that in right now. Here we go. Here's the voice to text that Case sent to Kristen, a coworker, about going to this.
And this is, I want to say, this is 100% real.
Oh.
She just sent this to us. This is not like Case, you know what would be funny? This is a real voice message he sent to somebody. So go ahead, Brian.
No, we don't use actors here. This is Case
This
actually
is
doing
real.
this. Tragically, it is.
I wish it was an actor.
Here it is. Let's go.
Hi, happy Saturday, Christian. Congratulations on receiving your first voice text from me. It's a long, long journey from here. Okay, so if you want to go to this Lou Malnati's thing with me on Monday night, it's from 5 to 8. It's a free dinner. It's an influencer event, so we might see some goofy people there, which would be fun. We can meet at the Gold Coast Lou's. You are now in the unenviable position of me sitting and looking in a mirror going, I think I need to make some new friends. And you are at the top of that list. So
Lord.
if you can make it, let me know. If not, don't worry about it. I will not throw myself in front of a bus. But it is Monday at the Gold Coast Lou's, and it's a free dinner if you can make it. And let me know. Thanks so much. Happy Saturday.
Well, Casanova over here.
That was rough.
Where did I go wrong?
Everything.
What were you doing?
I was inviting her to dinner as a friend.
Why were you getting like full of yourself? Like,
But I wasn't.
yeah, you were. You're like, congratulations on your first. But what are you trying to pull?
We had
Just
first
be like, hey, it's Case. Like, what is wrong with you?
first text from Connor. F. Way to make it awkward, bro.
Oh my God. I don't feel like it was that bad.
Angel says, doesn't Case sound like Tiger Woods, the voice memo from Tiger Woods?
I should have told Christian to delete it like Tiger did.
What is wrong with you?
I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I was trying to make a friend. This is why I need new friends.
Why would you admit, like, I sat in front of a mirror and thought I need. Just be like, hey, if you want to go, I have this extra, just let me know. Then you add in, I won't throw myself in front of us. It sounds like you've been thinking about it. When
But
you say
I
that.
have to clarify that if you don't want to hang out with me, that's fine. I will live another day.
You should have just said, I have a few other people I could ask then, so just get back
But
to
I
me.
don't. That would be lying.
You never asked me.
You don't want to go.
Listen,
I love pizza.
let's compare this real quick. Here was Case talking.
Hi, happy Saturday, Christian. Congratulations on receiving your first voice text from me.
Okay, here's Tiger. Sorry, little intro to it.
Okay.
Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor. Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone.
Hi, happy Saturday, Christian. Congratulations on receiving your first voice text.
Please take your name off that. And, what do you call it? Just have it as a number.
You are now in the unenviable position of me.
Huge. Quickly. All right, bye.
Case. That was bad. You can't just be sending those out to people.
Well, I know now they're going to end up on the show.
Yeah.
At least if you type something, like type up a text. If you're going to be this bad at communicating, at least a text is like, no, you put that voice behind it yourself. I didn't sound like that. You could like gaslight into somebody thinking that maybe you wrote it normal.
Jenny says Case's ego is bigger than Brian's.
Now that hurts, Jenny. That's not nice.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, that's really tough.
All right, let's get to the takeaways after Radiohead, but that will live in infamy. That voice to text, we're going to hear it.
That's bad.
Hear it quite a bit on this show. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You decide the content right now by what headline you want to hear us break down, by the headline only. And headline number one was, I was an OnlyFans star. Now I want to restore my hymen and return to my Mormon roots. And headline number two was, Kevin Spacey says, release the Epstein files after being cited in Epstein's 2024 unsealed court docs. For those of
I'm
us.
with him because I'm not with him. But
Whoa, hey, hold on.
I do agree with Lisa in the file, so I can finally see what's going on in there because I'm very confused by it.
It's a very big statement from Kenzie this morning on the podcast. I'm with him.
And that like that.
That's going to be a bad podcast title when Kenzie goes pro Spacey.
No.
Listen, he was fantastic in Seven. Great actor.
Hey, R. Kelly had a good song. You know what I'm saying?
Complicated legacy.
Complicated legacy, but obviously people wanted to hear me keep saying Hyman, so that won by a long shot the OnlyFans
really
story.
Did.
So here we go. Let's get into it. I apologize for the verbiage in this story, but
You voted for it.
here we go. I was an OnlyFans star. Now I want to restore my hymen and return to my Mormon roots. A Texas OnlyFans star plans to undergo hymen restoration surgery in a bid to return to her Mormon roots, a decision she claimed would make her late husband proud. Well, it's a very emotional story. I'm not doing this to undo my past, but to honor how far I've come, Holly Jane says, 42 years old. And she basically planned to wind the clock back on her sex life with this surgery. The 42-year-old mother of three, who describes herself on her website as your favorite next-door MILF.
Amen, sister. That's my bio.
I was going to say, if you go to the Q101 bio page, that's Kenzie's. You got to dig deep. A couple clicks there will get you right there on Q101.
I think she stole that from me.
Yeah. Now she hopes to surgically wipe the slate clean, an idea she said came during prayer and divine directive. That's what she's saying what happened here. So,
Man, my prayers are different.
What are yours about?
World peace. Yeah.
Bull crap.
Well, I can pray about it. Doesn't mean I'm making it happen.
You're not. You get down on your knees, and the one thing you pray, you start with world peace.
What do you start with? What, you want God to buy you a pair of new shoes?
I have a job, first of all. I have the same job as you.
She can afford her own shoes. That's noted.
What? What's wrong with praying for world peace?
Because you don't. I'm not saying it's bad. I said that you don't.
I don't know. Sounds like you're on Team Spacey and you don't want world peace, Kenzie.
I just think that Case kneels down in his studio and begs for another room. I don't think he begs for world peace.
I know everybody acts like I'm the Antichrist. I'm a man of the cloth. I grew up Catholic. I'm very involved in the church growing up.
Yeah. Well, then you should support this woman.
Well, I don't know about what she's doing is weird.
Well, we'll continue with the story and have the headline. She said, I had a moment in prayer where I felt God speak to me. He says, you are not broken. Go and be restored. That's what God said to her.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool.
You have something mean to say about that, Case?
I'm open to it. Here we go.
Well, all of us are broken in some way. So it'd be,
Case
nice,
is like, stoner.
it'd be really nice to hear you're not broken from God.
Yeah.
You know,
I think God thinks everybody's not broken. God wants you to see the best in yourself.
I mean, I'd love to hear it from the Walgreens cashier, too. But God would be pretty cool to hear her say that. You're not broken. Go and get restored. She has 1.6 million Instagram followers. And that's the moment she needed, she said, to renew her V card, as she claims. Undergo hymenoplasty. Do you want to do that, Kenzie?
Listen.
She was also very curious. Huh.
Tell me more, Brian.
Well, it's known as hymen repair, in which the surgeon. I don't want to go into all that. That is a little bit.
Oh, you just got grossed out by the female anatomy?
Well, I read ahead like I read.
Jeez.
Just say it's hymen repair. Let's just say that.
What was the name of the surgery?
Hymenoplasty.
I think they're playing Riot Fest this year.
Right before Weird Al.
Yeah, so it's a Weird Al stage.
Yeah. She's very attractive, by the way.
Oh my God, yes.
However, the procedure cost $3,000, which sounds low, actually, because why wouldn't everybody get it?
I don't know. We don't all need a new hymen. I mean,
$3,000 for a new hymen?
Sign me up.
It's like a food truck's doing it out front. A low price. I don't know.
well, if she had to be doing something else besides just OnlyFans, if she feels like she needs a new hymen.
I think, she did a lot
Not just video calls.
I wasn't on her page. I'm just saying there was a lot going on there. And the Mormon certainly, holding back to that is a big leap going back to that.
She's totally going off the Nicki Minaj lyrics. Like, you ain't F me, you F the old body. Like, this is new me. It doesn't count.
That's why I'm saying everybody should get that surgery for $3,000. It's not much. Now, this isn't the first influencer, the story ends, who attempted to surgically restore her. Last year, a Brazilian influencer announced plans to revert to her pre-romp days, dropping $19,000 on the same surgery. Maybe it's just
Damn.
but maybe in Brazil it's different.
better hymen. She went for like the Range Rover hymen.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Stevie Wonder had to address the long-standing rumor that he's not really blind. Now, maybe...
Why? He couldn't read the headlines. Why was it bothering him?
That's right. I don't know. I mean, I've heard these rumblings before, and I didn't know that it got to the point where he felt like he had to say he's really blind, and that seems rough on him to have to do that, and it also seems ultra defensive.
I think in life, you are granted the allowance to have one political conspiracy theory and one societal conspiracy theory that you're allowed to believe full throttle. And my societal conspiracy theory has always been that Stevie Wonder can see. I'm just not buying it.
I would really explain the cheating on his wife better.
I didn't even know about that. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, of course you knew about that, but I did not.
Because, God, you think you bagged like a blind one and you're good, and then you're not.
So
Unbelievable.
you don't have to work out. You can have gravy on your T-shirt. Like, you don't have to worry about anything.
Like, at least it's like, I understand this, sight is temptation. Like, really? Like, just, really?
Well, here's a couple of the pieces of audio that from the past that have led to this, that Stevie Wonder finally addressed it out of nowhere. But this was comedian Anthony Anderson on the Colbert Show talking about the situation.
Did you challenge Stevie Wonder to a basketball game?
I did. Okay, what y'all don't know.
You were going to dunk on Stevie?
What y'all don't know, Stevie can see. Stevie can see. It's just an act.
He can see?
Stevie can see. Stevie flew me to Tobago one time for a jazz festival that he was producing. And I'm on stage with Chris Tucker and Johnny Gill. Chris Tucker and I are Johnny Gill's background dancers. Stevie walks on stage, walks to me, looks me dead in my eye and says, "Anthony, get me to a piano." I was like, "Stevie, well, hell, if you just walked to me, you could have walked to the piano." He caught himself and had to play it off. And so I took him to the piano, and he played. But, yes, I did challenge him to a game of one-on-one basketball for a charity event that he does for his son.
And who
for
won?
Any City Youth. He said, "You know what, Anthony, I don't want to embarrass you one-on-one, so let's just do it free throws." And he won. He won.
Who won?
Honest, he won.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder won.
So it's a long con.
Yes. I'm telling you, have him on the show. Put stuff in his way. I bet you he stepped over it.
Put stuff in his way. And so Stevie Wonder said this over the weekend. "Truth is, shortly after my birth, I became blind. Now, that was a blessing because it allowed me to see the world in a vision of truth of sight. See people in the spirit of them, not how they look, not what color they are, but what color is their spirit." Very beautiful words from Stevie Wonder. I don't think he was cheating when he said those words.
Well, I don't know. He said there was an old thing where he said he could tell how attractive women are by their hands. That's why he immediately touches their hands. Like,
Oh, that's a cool line.
He can feel that they're like slim, soft skin, all that. And I'm like, well, you could still have a butterface, but whatever. But that's,
That's a panty dropper line.
Yeah, that's good.
Give me your hands, I'll tell you if you're hot or not.
Oh, yeah. That might work on me.
It's a parlor trick. Oh, man.
It's no different than a magician at that point. Pick
Right?
a card, any card.
There's also another story from Shaq, and this is from NBA on TNT, I believe.
Yes.
Where he tells a story about living in the same building with Stevie and getting on the elevator with him.
I'll tell you Stevie Wonder story, but you're not going to believe me.
Come on, man.
No, I wouldn't.
I know the story. He's got to tell it.
I wouldn't
He's got to
believe it.
tell it, Ernie. I know the story.
I
He
love
told me
Shaq.
he's got to tell the story.
All right, go
He's
for
got
it.
to tell the story.
It's a true story.
It's
a true story. So
according to Shaq.
we lived in the building on Wilshire. So you park your car and the valet's down there. So I'm already in the building. I'm coming through the lobby. Door opens. It's Stevie Wonder. He comes in, says, "What's up, Shaq?" Presses the button. Hold on, true story. Presses the button, gets off on the floor, buys stuff, goes to his room. I went and called every person I knew and told the story. They believe me. No, bro, he got on the elevator. He said, "What's up, Shaq? How you doing, big dog?" Yes, he did. Yeah.
How would he know to use the phrase big dog, too?
I think that he can understand that Shaq's really big based off his reputation. He can hear.
Yeah, I wonder if he could feel Shaq's presence.
Well, he probably felt his hands and said, "That's a big dog."
That's a big dog. Yeah. So, do you believe Stevie Wonder is blind or not? Let's go around the room. Kenzie. He says he's
Isaiah,
blind.
I think he's blind.
Yeah.
That's a long time to look up if you're not blind, man.
It would be a great long con. Case, what do you think?
Oh, this dude can see.
You can see,
I've
huh?
never bought it for a second. This guy's walking around all over the place. He can see.
Yeah.
A lot of blind people walk everywhere.
Not the way Stevie Wonder does.
I see. There's blind people in like downtown Chicago just booking it past me. It's unbelievable. They walk faster than me. They're dodging stuff. Like they have like a heightened senses. They're unbelievable.
Huh. Well, it's to be determined. I don't know how we test it, but I'd like to.
Well, we got to get him on the show and then put something in front of him.
That's what we're gonna.
I said he just has to do like an absolute, like American Ninja Warrior.
Stevie Wonder has to do American Ninja Warrior.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.